Hello everyone! Got Panera today. It was just delivered. It's been a little while since I've had Panera. What do we do? So how are you guys today? I hope you all are doing well. We got the baguette. We got the broccoli cheddar soup. As always, I got a bread bowl this time. And I got let me look just to make sure I say it correctly. I got the half of the Chipotle Chicken Avocado Melt with no cilantro. I'm one of those people where cilantro tastes like dish soap to me. Now my daughter loves cilantro. She puts cilantro like in everything. But me, I've tried it so many times. And she made something, I keep having a hair that's like going in my eye. She made something recently that had cilantro in it, and I knew it. I was like, did you put cilantro in here? And she's like, yep. I'm like, I know, it tastes like dish soap. So yeah, and I got the bread bowl with the broccoli cheddar soup, and my total was $23.45. That was including the tip. Let's eat. And I got the babes laying back there. The babes. I'll tell you, Sebastian is doing so much better, like active wise, since I lowered his thyroid medication back to a quarter tablet in the morning and then a quarter tablet in the evening, 12 hours apart. So much better. My hands are clean, I promise. Just gonna sit that there because we're gonna put the soup in. I love this sandwich. Well, it's gonna be messy. Oh, I just got it all over my fingers. That looks like a quarter of a sandwich, not a half. The sauce that they put on it. Ooh, my hands are all, I got it everywhere. A little messy. I brought some extra utensils in case I need them. And I may, because that sandwich is messy. Have you guys ever had this sandwich? It is so good. Actually, let me tell you what's on it. Actually, let's do this first. No, don't pour over. Hang on, guys. Should just pretend we didn't start yet. A little bit left. Okay. Should do that. Let me tell you what's on it real quick, and then I'll give you a picture or a close-up. It is, I have to go back. You're getting our 5. And actually, I'm gonna have to go back. I'm sorry. From there. And it is the, okay, so it's smoked pulled chicken raised without antibiotics, smoked Gouda, fresh avocado, cilantro, zesty sweet peppers, and chipotle sauce on a black pepper Focaccia. That's what kind of bread it is. And I don't want to ruin or say it incorrectly. So let's give you guys a close-up and then we will eat because I'm hungry. Oh, we might have to do it like this. Hard to get a thumbnail that way. Let's eat. Mm-mm-mm. Someone had told me that they used to work at Panera and that their broccoli cheddar soup was frozen. Frozen or not, it's good. I need to try to make a homemade version. Probably should have got an extra bowl of soup. Mm-mm-mm. Love bread bowls. Now, I don't think I would like bread bowl with like chicken noodle soup or something that's not thick. But I feel like this soup is perfect for a bread bowl. Mm-mm-mm. I've been getting emails for Alaskan King Crab Company. They had like 15% off for the upcoming Super Bowl. But you had to buy 6 pounds. Can't be buying all that. I don't have no room, first of all, to store them all. But I would love to have some. And this is Gold Peak Raspberry Tea. Doesn't that look like a quarter of a sandwich? So good. Now, I did make this homemade. I got a rotisserie chicken. Although I made French bread. First time ever making homemade French bread. Got the peppadews, the avocados, the Gouda cheese, and then I found a recipe for the sauce. And I ate it for a couple days. It was so good. I might have to do that again. I may have to do that again. So today is the start of my weekend. And I have no idea what I want to eat next week. So maybe I'll do this. It's something quick, it's something easy, it's something good. But I probably won't make the bread homemade this time. Love. For my psychology class, my first big paper is due tonight by 11:59 p.m. Did I start it yet? No. And I had 2 quizzes for that class for psychology due tonight as well. But I did those 2 after I got off work last night, so I didn't go to bed till like 2:30 in the morning. But it's my own fault. I am a huge procrastinator. I have always been a procrastinator my entire life. So it is. But you know what's weird? You have to tell me if any of you all are like that or you know someone that's like this. So I do procrastinate, but at the same time, with deadlines, I feel like I work better under the pressure. It's I don't know, it's weird. But I've always been that way. And you know, like even since being back in school, you know, I've had classes, there's papers due all the time. And I just do that all the time. And the crazy thing is, like, I'll still get like A's on the papers. Even writing the papers the day of. Now, it may not happen for my psychology class. She's hard. We have to use insight citations. References. I think it's like 5 to 6 pages. And what time is it? 3:00 p.m. Eight hours? No problem. So that's what I'm doing as soon as I'm done making this video. Or, I should say as soon as I'm done recording this video. And hopefully it is still recording, yes. Timu shirt. I love it. Guess what? Samara is all of a sudden allergic to chicken. So last week, what day was it? Wednesday. She started, like, she kept shaking her head and holding her one ear down. And then she vomited after she ate, about 20 minutes after she ate. And I was like, what is going on? So I called the vet, and they couldn't get her in until Monday of this week. So I was like, okay, well, I told him, I said, I'll take the Monday morning appointment, but if she gets worse until then, I'll take her to the ER vet. So a couple of hours after I had called the vet, and I called the vet in the morning to try to get her in, Thursday or Friday last week. Nope. Didn't happen. So Saturday, the vet is open until 2 p.m. Look at that. Oh, wait, let me go back a step. So a couple hours after I called the vet, her eyes, like not her eyeballs, but the skin around her eyes, because she's, a light color, buff-colored female, started getting red. And she kept like pulling out her eyes. And I'm like, do I call the emergency? Like, do I just take her to the emergency vet? And I mean, I know. Oh, and she couldn't meow correctly. But I was checking her like how many, like her stomach would rise, and I would count that to 30 seconds, times it by 2. And her breaths per minute were good. She was still eating. She started licking and chewing out her paws. So I'm like, I didn't know if it's considered emergency. I didn't want to waste the emergency. I mean, I know what an emergency is. She wasn't having trouble breathing. And I'm like, she has to be having an allergic reaction to something. They eat the same food all the time. Well, in rotation, I'll do my homemade food, and then I'll occasionally do rotation with feline natural wet cat food with lamb. And so I was like, I didn't know if I should call the vet or not, or take her to the ER vet. Because I know, even with the job that I have now, I know what emergencies are. And I didn't want to waste their resources if she wasn't having trouble breathing. I was just keeping an eye on her paws. Now, if she would have broke her paws open, then yes, I would have taken her to the vet or the ER vet. So I was just monitoring her. So I'm like, okay, she has to be having an allergic reaction to something. And I remembered the day before I had bought Wellness Kittle chicken treats. And they haven't had those treats for probably 7 years at least, possibly more. But I got them because with Sebastian having kidney disease and hyperthyroid, he'll start waking me up like 6 to 7 hours after I go to bed. Like he'll want to eat. And I don't free feed because I can't free feed because they'll eat it all in one sitting and then they'll vomit. So I was like, well, I can just keep some treats upstairs with me, and when Sebastian starts, just give him a couple treats to hold him over so I can get another hour to 2 hours of sleep. So I did that Wednesday morning. Sebastian got some treats and I gave Samara some. So then I'm like, well, it has to be something, an ingredient that is in those treats that she's having an allergic reaction to, because the food's the same. Treats was the only thing different in my house. So anyway, by Saturday, that was Thursday, early Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening. By Saturday, it was like 1 o'clock p.m. The vet's open till 2. Her eyes were not as red. Oh, and I switched to the feline natural food, the lamb. So she was getting better. It wasn't red all around her eyes. She wasn't chewing out her paws anymore. She wasn't scratching as much anymore. So I called the vet before they closed, and I'm like, she's doing better, so I'll just cancel the non-wellness appointment, but schedule a wellness appointment because she is due. So she goes to the vet next week for her wellness and blood work and all that. But I told him, I said, if she gets worse, I'll take her to the ER. So anyway, she was doing good. I was strictly just giving her the feline natural lamb. And then, stupid me, what's today? Thursday. What day was that? No, it wasn't yesterday. It was Tuesday. She was being a little picky, which she can be. She's always been that way. She can be a little picky with food, especially if she had vomited. So she was being a little bit picky. Not the first couple days though. The first couple days she was, even with having all the itchiness and stuff, she was eating. So I was like, okay. I took some other treats that I have. They're blue chicken chew sticks, and I just took a quarter of one, and I just broke it up on her food. She ate it then, because I didn't want her to not eat. It's not good if they're not eating. Ate the entire thing. 20 minutes later, she vomited it all back up. A little bit later, she starts itching, and I'm like, you have to be kidding me. She has to be allergic to chicken. Like it's a totally different treat. So this girl, she's going to be 11 years old in April, ate chicken her entire life. I mean, she's eaten other stuff, but, you know, turkey and lamb and rabbit and duck and all. She's eaten all that. So she is now allergic to chicken. Can you believe that? So now she is just getting. Oh, and what I also did was I bought lamb this week to cook their food. So I bought 7 pounds of ground lamb and then added their Easy Complete to it. And that's why she didn't want to eat it. And I put their Easy Complete into that. But the Easy Complete, which is a completer, if you make homemade food, it has chicken livers in it, so she can't have that. So now she's just getting feline natural, just the lamb, the wet food. Now she's all good. Eyes aren't red anymore, no itching. I can't believe that. Like, do allergies just come out of nowhere? But now I'm worried because she is due for her rabies vaccine. That's the only vaccine I do these days. I don't do. I wish I didn't have to do any. At their age, I feel like, I don't know. I wish they didn't have to have them, but a lot of vets won't see your animals if you don't get the rabies vaccine. But I was looking it up, and the rabies vaccine is made something with chicken eggs, something like a protein or something like that. So now I'm worried, like, I take her next week, they're going to vaccinate her. I am going to tell the vet, and I hope she doesn't have any reaction to the rabies vaccine, because if it's made with something with chicken protein or something like that, I feel like she's going to have a reaction to it. So I'm just going to tell her that I'm like 99% sure she's allergic to chicken now. Is she going to have a reaction from the rabies vaccine? But yeah, Sebastian is acting like his normal self now. Since lowering his thyroid medication. He's playing. I do still have the vet tech. The vet tech comes every Sunday and gives him 100 mLs of fluid, of sub-Q fluids, and then Wednesdays I'll try to get like 50. Yesterday he did really good and I got 50 milliliters in him. He doesn't like the whole 150 milliliters at one time. When the hump starts getting big, he starts getting really antsy, so he doesn't like it. So I'm not sure how much longer I'm gonna keep the vet tech coming, since I seem to be doing pretty good with it. The only thing is I might have to do a couple days during the week to get the whole 150 milliliters in him. Whereas when the vet tech comes, you know, I'm just petting him and stuff, and then she's squeezing the bag and she does the needle, put the needle in and all, and holds the needle. So it's a little bit easier with two people, you know. So yeah, that's about what's been going on with me this past week. I'm actually going to switch spoons. Gonna switch spoons. Woo! Not gonna be able to eat that other piece of bread. I don't have much soup left in here. Oh, that's a big bite. No, I can't do that. The babies are back there. I'm gonna have to call the place where I'm supposed to be doing my volunteer work for my one class. The HR lady got back to me, and she copied in two of the ladies that work in the building. This was last week, and she said they'll reach back out to me. Haven't heard from them yet. I'm like, I need to get this going. I want to get it started and then done and over with. I have to do 20 hours. Woo! I'm getting full, you guys. But it's so good. So if anyone out there has a cat that is allergic to chicken, and you take them to get their rabies vaccines, are they fine with it? Or does it cause a reaction? I have a feeling the vet's going to say, oh no, it's going to be fine. Or prescribe something that, just in case she has a reaction. You know? I'm not going to be able to eat this whole bread. Days are starting to get longer. Yay. Days are getting longer. Sometimes, oh my God. Woo! feel like I'm chewing for a year. Woo! It's a lot of bread. I'll probably pay for it later. Trying to get the pieces that still have a little bit of soup on. Looks like it's getting cloudy now. I see my hair is due for a highlight touch-up, but I had to schedule it for March instead of this month because the two wild dogs that I watch, they're getting dropped off next week on the 14th, February 14th. And I will have them until February 29th. I can't even bite it. Yeah, so those two dogs will be here for a long time. That'll be some good extra money though. For sure. I'm still paying, I have to pay for this semester. And I don't want to get behind. I'm on a payment plan right now. Otherwise, if I get behind, they'll put a hold on my account and I won't be able to graduate. So, for those of you that are in college that have had that happen, you know what I mean. Okay, guys, I'm about done because I can't eat that whole entire bread. It's a lot of bread. It's good, but it's a lot of bread. Now, maybe if I had another thing of soup, but then I would be overstuffing myself, but I would probably still dip it. I should have just got another bowl, but I probably wouldn't have been able to eat the whole bowl right now. Okay, I'm done. Woo! Whoa. This past week, I am going to get off here, save the video. Hopefully it's still recording. And then I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to start working on my paper. I may not have, since I don't even know what I'm going to be making next week. I have no clue. I don't have anything in my thought process. Was that them? Oh, it's Samara. What are you doing, Samara? Come here. Samara, come here. Come here. Her meow is back. What are you doing, pretty girl? Are you going to say hi to the peoples? Come. Samara, come say hi to the peoples. She has a little bit of eye crusties, but she doesn't let me get them. And it's ever since from last week, she still has a couple eye crusties. Let me see your eye. Smile. In her one eye, she has one right in the corner. She won't let me get it. See, you don't let me get the eye crusties. You don't let me get your eye crusties, do ya? You don't. I can hold her if I'm walking around, but I can't pick her up and sit her on my lap. She doesn't like it. But she'll sit next to me. And she lays in between my legs at night. She'll lay right beside me. But as far as sitting and putting her on my lap to sit, nope, she doesn't like it. See, you don't like that, huh? You don't like that, Samara. Do ya? You're the pretty girl. You're the pretty girl. Come here. Come here, pretty girl. Hello, sweet girl. But I rate that a 10 out of 10. That lunch was delicious. My favorite thing from Panera. You gonna say hi to the peoples? Come up here. Come here. Sebastian zonked out. Oh. You zonked out, Sebastian boy. I fed them right before I ate. See, we fed you right before I ate. You should let me get that crusty out of your one eye. Her other eye is good now, but no crusties in the one, but there's one crusty right in the corner. Oh, there's a squirrel out there. Get the squirrel somewhere. Get the squirrel. Get it. Get the squirrel. Get the squirrel. The squirrel is out there eating the bird food. I get the good one it has peanuts, walnuts, pieces of apricot. I think there's cashews. The woodpeckers love it. The robins come. Even the robins will eat the bird food. Blue jays, the red-bellied woodpeckers, cardinals, regular finches come because there is some little pieces mixed in there. What else? Is it black-eyed junco? What is it called? They've been coming around a lot. Let me see the right name. Is that what it is? Black-eyed junco. Junco? Oh no, dark-eyed junco. I don't know if I'm saying it junco correctly, but they've been coming around a lot. So yeah, they love it out there. But anyway, all right, I am going to go, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know, next week I may have to just record a couple videos because I'm not sure if I'm going to be making anything. Or if I record something tomorrow for next week, of course you'll see it when I post it. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week. And I'll talk to you later. Bye, everyone.